Hello and a warm welcome to Federal Special Program Capital Beat. Opposition leader in the Karnataka Assembly, Mr. R. Ashok, has pointed fingers at the shadow boxing between Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Deputy CM DK Shivakumar for the confusion leading to the tragic stampede in Bengaluru. Now, the BJP leader in a statement said that the competition between the two leaders to claim credit for the Royal Challengers Bengaluru's win of the IPL was responsible for the mishap. While calling the deaths a government-sponsored murder, he said the Deputy CM rushed to the airport to take photographs with the players instead of supervising the arrangements in Bengaluru. And the police were also clueless about the procession. There were no ambulances or fire brigades at the stadium. So a whole lot of question marks on the crowd management there. And of course, now questions on accountability as to how the accountability will be fixed. Some suspensions have happened, but are they enough? Those are the questions. But the big question now is Congress in Karnataka digging its own graves because of the differences between the two leaders, the Deputy CM DK Shivakumar and Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. Joining me now this evening is Mr. Nagaraju Yadav, who is the MLC from Karnataka. Thank you so much, Mr. Yadav, for joining. We have KS Dakshinamurthy, the managing editor of the Federal Group, and he's also an international affairs expert who's staying in Bangalore and follows the the Karnataka politics very closely. Thank you so much, Dakshin, for joining. We have M. Siddaraju, who's a senior journalist who's been associated with PTI earlier. Thank you so much, Mr. Siddaraju. And I'll begin with Dakshin, and then I'll come to Mr. Yadav. Dakshin, what would you really say to the kind of shadow boxing which we are seeing between DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, though it's not new, but coming as it does after this stampede in which 11 people died. And there are too many question marks now that it's because of the differences between the two leaders. This is what led to the mishap.
See, the extent and the gravity of what happened, for the celebrations of the RCB. It's really exposes many things. We can, for instance, we can definitely talk about the kind of differences in the government between the Deputy Chief Minister and the Chief Minister, that is DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah. But what it would do is, if we focus only on that, it will really be doing a disservice for the future, because we also need to see that definitely, because there is an element of accountability and the government was accountable to what has happened, so they cannot escape responsibility. And we all know that for the last, from the time, in fact, the Congress government has come to power, there has been constant differences between the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister on various issues. Now, to attribute that to the stampede that happened, may not be entirely wrong, but what it would tend to do is, it is only a part of the reason why it happened. And what will happen is, if we focus too much on that, it will be an excuse for all the others to get away, in the sense that it is a combination of circumstances that caused the stampede. There was a systemic failure involved in this. For instance, the entire manner in which it is organized, and in the past, it is not like there has been no big crowds in the Chinnaswamy Stadium. It's not that it's not happened. Yes, it has happened. There have been other instances in the past, of course, not so seriously. So it's going to happen in the future as well. So as we move along, it's going to happen in the future. So if we just focus only on the politics of it, the rivalry between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar, what it would be doing is that we will miss out on certain very important corrections that need to be done as far as administration is concerned, and as far as how to control crowds are concerned. And I really don't think the Karnataka administration, irrespective of political parties, have managed to do a great job of this in the past. There are many instances where there has been a mess up in how the crowds are controlled, especially the police. I think all of them need to do an orientation course on how to control crowds, how to strategize preparations before a huge event. They really need to go to the drawing table, learn a lot of basics, number one. And then I think only then things like this will not happen in the future.
No, but Dakshin, there's a lot of scapegoating which is happening. Say, for example, the senior police official who's been suspended. Then likewise, there are more suspensions which are happening. And even Tejasvi Surya, while he was on the multi-party delegation trip abroad, he said that, what is this? Some honest officers are being penalized and they are being put to a wrong use. All those allegations which are coming from the BJP has now put the spotlight on the way Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar handled this event, which happened on 4th June. So, what my question to you is that are really Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar to be blamed? Because also there are cries now, there is a complaint against Virat Kohli that he should face arrest. Then several of them, I think a few of them who managed the event, they have been put into custody. But who's the actual wrongdoer? Who's the actual culprit in this? Where does the buck stop, according to you?
See, the extent of the tragedy is so vast and it is so multi-layered that, blaming it on one particular person or an action, while it may be very, very credible and maybe that is the way to go ahead, it will still, lose out on many other elements. It's like it's like a huge fire that has happened, and there is some kind of a firefighting needs to be done. So I think everybody, I would say that everyone is in a tizzy. I think really nobody knows how to handle this because of the nature of this event. I mean, just imagine the RCB won after 17 years, and there was great excitement in Karnataka, particularly in Bengaluru, and it was a completely festive atmosphere until this incident happened. So it's really shocking, especially for people who have followed the sport, people who have been in Bangalore for a long time. It is an incident that's going to take a very long time for people to recover from. It's a really shocking, in the sense we should not look at it as a one-time event. Even assuming some big decision is taken as far as Shivakumar is concerned or Siddaramaiah is concerned, and the government steps down, whatever it is, even if there is an extreme step that is taken. Point is, with that, the issue should not be closed. There must definitely be a long-term planning, long-term solution to ensure that such a thing never happens again. That there is an element of responsibility, professionalism in the way things are handled. And there are, crowds in Bangalore, especially in the central business district, is a pretty common thing. You have many other areas, for instance, the palace grounds where big events happen and there is a mess, many a time. So this is the first time such a big tragedy has happened, but there have been many such crowds in the past as well. So this is it's a pointer to what the city needs to do to get a better image, become more professional, and a lot of correctives need to be done. By removing a person or pointing it on one particular actor. See, the police is involved, the politicians are involved, the local administration is involved, and I would say even the people, the fans who were there, even they are in some ways responsible because they were pushing people in front. When the gates are being closed, and why do people need to push others? So so it's a combination. It's a very complicated, multi-layered thing. So this needs to be looked at very seriously, beyond politics, I would say.
Okay. All right. So I'll come to Nagaraju ji now. Mr. Yadav, where does the buck stop here? And Mr. R. Ashok, the point which he has said that, it's because of the shadow boxing between DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah that this incident happened. They were busy taking photographs. Had there been no reports of differences between the two leaders, apparently the incident could have been handled better. What would you really say?
See, first of all, I am very happy to be on this panel, and I am ready to answer any question raised by journalists like you or your channel. Mr. Ashok should realize what is he talking. He was the Home Minister of the Karnataka, and he knows what Karnataka police. They are capable people. Definitely, they are one of the best police officers available in the country today, and they have their own reputation. Mr. Ashok should not practicalize these things. He can definitely question the government. He can definitely ask who is responsible for 11 people who died. But what they are trying to do is they are trying to do politics, which is not acceptable. What is the meaning of saying that there are differences between the Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar? On what ground is telling that? Are they not working together? Are not working together in the cabinet? Are they not taking the decisions collectively? What are they trying to talk about? Difference of opinions are different from differences with individuals. That is not the way to take it at all. This is a time not to talk politics. I am not sitting here to blame Ashok or Vijayendra or bsyediyurappa as such. Today I am telling you, definitely senior police officer action is taken. People are questioning that. Definitely it is the duty of the police to see that things are in place. No doubt about it. The government MLAs or MLCs don't go and stand there and do the security job as such. They will give the orders to take 1 minute. Let me finish it. They give the orders to have an event. For example, when the event is given, it is job of the executive authorities to take proper steps in that matter. In case if they're not capable of doing it, if they're not having enough sufficient time, they should put their foot ground and say that to the government that this cannot be done within 24 hours of time. That is why you have been appointed a police commissioner as a senior officer and IPS officer as of day. Here, no blame game, no taking up a police officer, no taking up for a secretary, or no taking up for any political leader as such. I am telling you, my brothers and sisters have died today. We are worried about it. This should not happen is a question mark. We do it. Why do they do politics in this BJP people? Let them come forward and give suggestions. The same police which is handling lakhs and lakhs of people in Karnataka, as the other panelists told us now, the Bangalore has seen huge crowds. This is a question of timing. This is a question of it's a short period. They were not able to do it. And also after 18 years, the amount of people who came there, number of people who came there was never expected by any agency in the state of Karnataka, which completely lapsed. We agree with it. But we don't justify what has happened. You cannot blame for that, saying that there is a difference between the Siddaramaiah or DK is responsible for 11 people's death. This is ridiculous and nonsense what Mr. Ashok is talking.
No, but Mr. Yadav, you do admit that there were lapses on the part of the administration, and I'm sure these questions will be asked of the Chief Minister.
Of course, in a democracy, they should be asked.
No, but there are reports that both of them were busy getting photographs clicked along with the cricketers. How would you dismiss these reports?
No. You should know, as the people of Karnataka, even the politicians are excited about getting the cup to the RCB. No doubt, all are human beings as such, but the duty of an executive actions are completely different from a policymakers as such. Definitely, even the governor was there. Why are they not blaming the governor then? Can I do this? If the governor was not taking the pictures there, they should not say. If the governor's house people are not there, they should not do politics in these things. Governor, we should respect them. Chief Minister, we have to respect. DK, why are the BJP not talking about the governor who was in the dais that day? To understand that they will stand at the BJP. It is not at all an intention. Nobody knew that there is something wrong has happened in Karnataka cricket stadium, and definitely we condemn it. It is an unfortunate event, and definitely we cannot value a human life with a little bit of money what has been given. I definitely condole the act what has happened. Definitely all are responsible for this. The ruling government, the police, the executive authorities, everybody are responsible for it. Yes, we have to correct this thing. As the other panelists said that we should see that this thing doesn't repeat in the country anywhere.
Mr. Yadav, BJP is demanding resignation of Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar. Are they justified in demanding the resignations?
Definitely not. It's only politics. That shows they have no value for the 11 people who died there. We should see that 11 people's life is more important than the politics of the Karnataka state as such. And these guys don't understand where to do politics, where not to do politics. It is so ridiculous on these people. I'm ashamed to tell there is no constructive opposition in state of Karnataka as such. These are the same people who tweeted in the same morning when we said that there is no procession, victory procession. Why did they write their to have procession as such? Then why did they delete their tweet as such? They have double standards as such. Today, definitely, more people have come, more people are excited. Karnataka people, 7 crore people are so happy. Whole country was happy that RCB had won this particular cup. With the excitement, this is an accident has taken place. Definitely cannot be justified. They definitely cannot repeat in any part of the country as such, because human life, I'm telling you, we are the people respect the human life more than anything and any power in this country.
All right, Mr. Yadav, I'll come back.
And I only humbly request the BJP guys should understand. Please stop politics at this stage. If they're blaming, why are they not blaming the governor of the Karnataka state? He is not sitting there.
All right.
There should be some decency in talking.
All right. Now let me come to Mr. Siddaraju. Mr. Siddaraju, how do you really read the politics behind the stampede? How will the accountability be fixed? Is it enough to suspend the executive officials? Like what is happening, and BJP is saying that this is a needless scapegoating by the Congress. Yes, Mr. Siddaraju. Mr. Siddaraju?
Ms. Nilu, actually, there was no compulsion whatever that warranted Karnataka government to celebrate the RCB winning this tournament, IPL tournament, because it is not owned by Karnataka government. It is a franchisee, is Diego, formerly United Spirits. So they should have, they have the, the right to celebrate. Let them celebrate. I don't know why the government chose to invite them to the portals of Vidhan Sabha to honor them a decision which everybody has accepted now. And
It is only with a good gesture.
the incident has happened. They should not have done it. Why should
I'll
the
come back to you,
government
Mr.
spend the
I'll come to you.
taxpayers'
I'll come to
money?
you, Mr. Yadav. Let him complete. Yes. Yes, Mr. Siddaraju. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, if you Nagaraj Yadav, what was the subject? Please, may go ahead, Mr. Nagaraj.
Yes, Siddaraju is a very dear friend of mine. He accommodates me also. Thank you so much, Siddaraju. What I'm saying, the government of Karnataka, it was not a mandate. It was not a mandate to the government of authorities to be a part of this kind of an event. But definitely, we are all Kannadigas. We welcome the cup which has come, and it's in India is proud of having that cup in Karnataka and in Bengaluru, and it only with excitement and to facilitate it was done. Nothing else. There was no intention. You think that government knows that there would have been 11 people dying?
Won by Kolkata Knight, Mumbai Indians, several teams are. They have IPS.
I'm not saying anything, Siddaraju. This is a very tragic accident has happened. It is not intentional of the government to have somebody like this.
Have they done any international tournament made India proud? What is the reason why Karnataka government took on itself spend 15 crore taxpayers' money?
Mr. Siddaraju, please speak. Both of you, I'm requesting, Mr. Raju and Mr. Yadav, please speak one by one. Otherwise, your audio is lost. Nothing is audible. So speak one by one. I'll give each of you a good chance to speak. Yes, Mr. Siddaraju, now complete your point. And then I'll come to Siddharth. Yes.
Ms. Nilu, this RCB has not done any proud thing for India or Karnataka. RCB is not owned by Karnataka government. They have not won any international tournament to representing India to make it proud. Whether they have not won on behalf of Karnataka, no. They have won on behalf of their franchisee. They were there all through for their Royal Challengers team. There was no that, including Siddaraju, are the fans of RCB, they can celebrate on their own. Why if the government took it on itself and invited them to the portals of Vidhan Sabha? It is unheard of it. What is their achievement? What they have done it? They have made their franchise proud. They have waited for 70 years. See, as a cricket fan, I also rejoice at the victory of RCB. Does it mean to say that the government should take it on itself and do these kind of things? Why should they do it? And the police have already told them, see, on third night, the whole celebrations of...
Mr. Siddaraju, so you are against the government celebrating this, right?
Government has not celebrated. Government is a part of it and facilitated it.
See, Yadav, I'll come to you. I was asking that question. Yes, Mr. Siddaraju.
Yes, madam.
No, I'm saying that you are against the government celebrating it, right?
Decisions, why the government took a... Yeah. See, let them KSA tomorrow. How many? See, the IPL has been won in all the 17 years by several teams. Did the government invited all of their teams and to celebrate them?
Okay, I got your point. I got your point. What you're saying. Okay, yes, Mr. Siddaraju, I got your point. You are saying
there was no compulsion. There was no need.
Siddaraju, yes, your audio is breaking. So I'll go to Siddharth now and then again come for the concluding comments to Mr. Nagaraju. I got your point. You are saying that so many years IPL has been winning and various teams have been winning, but nowhere has the government celebrated the victory like this. Okay, Siddharth, I'll come to you now. There's a lot of politicking happening between BJP and Congress. BJP is demanding the resignation of Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar. Do you think that the buck stops with DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah? Should they step down? Should they resign? And the allegations or the accusations made by Mr. R. Ashok, who's the opposition leader in the Assembly, Karnataka, he says that it is because of the spree in which the two leaders were claiming to take credit and take photographs, and which is what led to the confusion and which led to the stampede. This is what is being said by the BJP. What is your thought? You are also a resident of Bangalore. What do you feel?
Yes, if somebody has to resign because of a safety lapse, then the government of India very openly said that there was a safety lapse in Pahalgam terror attack. Has government of India taken the resignation of the Home Minister of India or the LG of Kashmir? There was a safety lapse when Stampede happened in Allahabad a few months ago. Did anybody's heads roll? So let us not get into that. Let us not get into the politics part of it, because obviously if there'll be a ruling party and there'll be a opposition, and both will take the defensive stances, and they are fair, and they are absolutely fair to do that. There's nothing wrong in that, what they are asking. But as an analyst, what I see is that in simple terms, the terrible avoidable tragedy at Chinnaswamy Stadium was the classic fable of everybody thinking somebody would do it, yet nobody did it in the end. There is a context to what happened and why it happened. I'll tell you why it happened. Because every citizen needs three things to survive. One is every citizen needs safety. The second is every citizen needs comfort. And the third is every citizen needs justice in case there is injustice to him. That is why in India, there are three branches called the legislature, executive, and the judiciary. The legislature guarantees safety. The executive provides comforts like roads, water, health, electricity, etc. And in case either or both are violated, then the courts correct the wrong and give justice to the person who is gone through that injustice. So in essence, an elected government's primary job is to guarantee safety of all citizens, no ifs and buts. It's as simple as that. So be it Pahalgam attack or Kumbh Stampede, be it Gujarat bridge collapse or Chinnaswamy tragedy, safety lapse occurred and the blame is on the elected government. It's as simple as that. Because it is only the government that is authorized to raise police. The government only is authorized to raise something like a military or keep weapons. A private individual, howsoever rich, cannot have his own army, his own police or weapons. So safety is any government's primary job. It is as simple as that. Now, what happened in Bangalore? Bangalore has a sizable chunk of IT and BT professionals with decent earnings, and Bangalore also has a lower crime rate. We know that. So earning being good, entertainment avenues are more, and RCB, the team RCB is also symbolic of those good times. So when RCB won its first IPL cricket title in 18 years, exaggerated enthusiasm was normal. Now, on the day of the tragedy, a public felicitation event was organized in open air just 300 meters from the stadium, in which nearly 3 lakh people attended. On the dais were all VIPs, from central government appointed governor to elected chief minister to celebrities to film stars to cricketers and their children and their families. Now, when this huge 3 lakh people event had passed off peacefully, what was the need to rerun the same event 30 minutes later, just 300 meters away, and that too in a closed stadium with only 30,000 capacity, is beyond understanding. The stadium, interestingly, the stadium land belongs to the army. The land is managed by the government. The stadium is owned by the BCCI's affiliate KSCA. BCCI, as we know, is run by Mr. Jai Shah, rented out during the IPL to a British company which owns RCB, which in turn outsources events to a company called DNA Entertainment. Now, any of these 5 entities could have bought a dozen locks worth rupees 100 and put them outside on the stadium gates, and those 3 lakh people who had just witnessed the same event 30 minutes ago in open air would have returned home happy rather than trying to get into the stadium. It was as simple as that. Now, this is from an analyst point of view. Now you can, but I am happy as a Bangalore resident that at least the government of the day is trying to have a magisterial inquiry. I think the magisterial inquiry report is going to come in the next few days. So a magisterial inquiry itself is a symbol of transparency here. Now, the government has also taken action on the police. Now, whether how much that action is right or wrong is different, but at least the government is being seen as doing something. So at least a fair amount of transparency is there. At least in Kumbh, what happened in Kumbh? I think Nilu, you belong to Allahabad. Kumbh Stampede, people lost their lives. Even till date, nobody exactly knows the numbers also. But in at least the Bangalore tragedy, by evening, what were the numbers? In which hospitals were the injured people there? Everything was very transparent. So I think I agree to the fact that the government of the day, there was a security and safety lapse, that they did not provide security to these people. That's why 11 people and nearly 30-40 people
Right.
got injured. 11 people. Yes.
Right. No, I want to come to Mr. Yadav now with a question that, Mr. Yadav, is this not an opportunity which is given to the BJP on a platter? BJP didn't have any issue or any whip to beat up the Congress. It was doing well. But here there is an issue which is given and handed over to the BJP on the platter, and BJP will not need anything more. They will try and whip up the passions. They will try and break up this incident. And in the run up to the elections, the next elections in Karnataka, they will easily claw back. Mr.
No,
Yadav?
next election is going to be after 3 years. Very thing I'll tell you, people of Karnataka are the smartest people in the country, and definitely they know how to analyze things. Is there? I want to know from all the panelists: does any government want to do anything against the citizens? You tell me. Let us be very, very logical about it. No government wants to do anything against their citizens. They want to take the confidence of the people. They want to do something to the people. They want to say that we are with your entertainment, we are with your entertainment, we are with your happiness, we will stand by you. These are the intention of the government. BJP wants to do politics out of it. People of Karnataka are very smart, and they will teach them a lesson. They already taught them a lesson enough number of times, and again and again they keep on no valuing the human life, and they keep on doing politics out of it. It's not acceptable as such. Let them criticize constructively. Let them come out with ideas, suggestions, criticize the government, saying that where they failed. Let them go to the court and file charges against us. We accept all this to challenges that. Because our intention is very clear that people of Karnataka, people of India are more important than governance, more important than power in our hands. This is why very, very important as such. And BJP should not stoop down to that level of doing politics, of saying that Siddaramaiah versus DKS. Is it a football match or a cricket match, saying that bowling and cricketing is happening there? It's a question of people's life. They should understand is that the cabinet has taken a decision to take action against the executive powers. Why is the reason? Dan is one of the good officers, no doubt about it. But the failure is a failure. He could have put his foot down and told that government, you cannot have it as me as a commissioner. You cannot have the event without having proper safety measures, because he is the man supposed to ensure these things. He cannot come and say that I had already told them. Why did they do this? And second thing, Mr. Siddaramaiah was telling that, saying that why should the government own it? Government should, so for example, any individual wins an international award and come. Don't have governments come and call them and facilitate it? When certain people in academic also gain some good ranking and come, don't we accommodate them and facilitate them? This is an idea of facilitating and taking things forward and encouraging a game. It should be looked at as a sport. Why are they looking at it in politics as such? Government, when it has been successful, if nobody would have died, then everybody would have said that Karnataka government did a good thing, is it? I didn't expect Siddaramaiah, being such a senior journalist, to blame the government, because he has seen many chief ministers in the state of Karnataka, from Devaraj Aras to Siddaramaiah as such. But all that I want to say is that government also should introspect to its conscious and see that these kind of things are not acceptable to the people of Karnataka or India, because human life is more valuable than anybody being in power. So we are not power thirsty as such. We don't want to do politics out of it. We definitely accept people like you all, channels like this questioning us. We should correct ourselves. If there is wrong, it is due time for opposition and the ruling government to understand that the governance needs more attention to people's safety as such. People's safety is a high priority of any country as such. Why are they doing politics? Petty politics is not acceptable to us, and we don't justify what has happened. Nobody can value the lives for 11 lives, what is gone. If it happened in my house, what would have been a tragedy in my house? They should think like that, right? Before BJP could talk. Enough is enough.
All right. So I'll come to Mr. Siddaraju and Siddharth for very brief comments, concluding comments. Mr. Siddaraju, how will the accountability be fixed? Very briefly, sir. We are running short of time. Yes, Mr. Siddaraju.
See, government has already shown its accountability. Now, I mean, every government has done with its accountability, and Siddaramaiah government has done it. See, nobody visualized this kind of things happen. See, the thing is that what should have been the blamed against the RCB franchisee owners and their managers, other things. No, just because they got it to the Vidhan Sabha, they are facing the hate. So the government, whatever they can do, they have already done it. But still, when in the next course of action, see, government should take, exercise caution in doing all these kind of things. If they are somebody XYZ is a fan of some team, let them invite to their house, let them organize an event elsewhere, not utilizing the government platform, taxpayers' money. That's where I come into this thing. I object this thing. There was no need for the government to invite them and honor them. They would have done it by RCB. They have done it. This thing is. But what opposition is doing, they are doing for the sake of the opposition. If the BJP is to be believed, the Congress has also thrown the gauntlet on BJP. Did Prime Minister resign on Pulwama incident and Pahalgam incident or the Kumbh Mela incident? The same question, why they have not answered it? Let them answer to that question also. See, these things need not be. See, it is a wrong thing. Nobody, government has, Siddaramaiah government has not justified the incident. Yes, whatever happened. Yeah.
Mr. Siddaraju, we are running short of time. I'll come to Siddharth now for the concluding comments. Very briefly, Siddharth, what would you really say? How would the accountability be fixed? Or do you think whatever is done is enough?
I think there was no bad intent on part of the Karnataka government, but obviously there was a very big gap in the content because it was not able to provide security to the people. The good thing is that they are going ahead with a transparent inquiry and taking action. I think at least this part, the second part, the first part of the content being not good enough, but the intent is right. And I think the magisterial inquiry and the subsequent actions, if they are as transparent as they have been after the incident, I think it will come up. I think the government of Karnataka will come up with a better protocol or a better set of rules or framework wherein how to manage crowds better. I think they will come up with this shortly. That is what I think is going to happen from here on.
I think Mr. Yadav is also raising his hand. Yes, Mr. Yadav, very briefly, sir.
In short, to say that I want to assure through your channel to the people of Karnataka, the government has learned more lessons than what experience it has got. This kind of thing cannot be taken for so easily, and we will go more tough. And the Justice Puna will be giving the report, and merciless action will be against the people who have failed in giving the security to the people who would come there. And safety is our priority, and no politics over it. And power doesn't matter to Congress. We want the safety of Karnataka, and we'll definitely do it. And this is a promise to the people of Karnataka.
All right. So we'll have to end it here. Thank you so much, Mr. Nagaraju Yadav, Mr. Siddaraju, and Siddharth. Thank you very much for joining.